Hey guys, this should be the last video for this project. We have everything set up. We just need our single resource pages. Okay, so you'll notice if we click on a page in the pages table, it takes us to page.html. Alright, so we're going to build that, and it's just going to basically be a form to add a new page. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up page.html in your editor. I'm going to just close all of these. I'm just going to copy pages.html just to get the overall structure, the head area, things like that. Okay, paste that in, and then let's start at the top here, and we want to, let's just change this to add page. Alright, and then this is all going to stay the same. Okay, so the main section, we have basically have our sidebar, which is right here, and then the main area, which is here. So we want to change the content in the main area. Alright, so I'm going to go, let's see, where does this end? Actually, I'm not going to delete anything yet because we want to keep, for instance, the page header. Alright, so I'm just going to change that to add page. And let's see, what is this? We don't need, actually, do we need this? No, we don't need the buttons at the top. So let's see, get from here to here and cut that out and change this column to 12, I'm sorry, this div to 12 columns. Whoop. Alright, so that's the heading. Next we have the breadcrumbs, so what I'm going to do is add another list item here. And let's give this class active. And this is going to say just page, I guess. Okay, so we got pages and page. I just want to get rid of this, but we want to put a link here so that they can get to the pages page really easily, and they know where they're at. Okay, and then down here there's the table. We don't want that, so I'm going to get rid of the whole table here. And I'm also going to get rid of this pagination nav tag. Get rid of that. And then this div should be with the column 8. Alright, so this is where we want to be to add the rest of our page or our form. Okay, so let's grab some form HTML from Get Bootstrap. And we'll just take this basic example, copy it, and we want it right here. I don't know why my editor does this. It puts back everything except for the first tag, so it's kind of frustrating. Alright, so form group, we don't want this to be email address. Let's make this page title and change the type to text. Alright, and we don't need this label. We don't need this for attribute, so I'm going to get rid of that and make this as simple as possible. Okay, so text, placeholder, let's say enter page title. We can get rid of the ID as well. Alright, and then the next form group area is a password. We don't want that, so I'm just going to delete that. And then the next one is a file input. We don't want that. And we also don't want this checkbox. Okay, we do want the button. Make sure you leave that. Now for the rest of the fields, I'm just going to copy this. Okay, so we get page title, and then we get category. Alright, now category is going to be a select list. So I'm going to change this to select. Okay, even though it's a select, you want to keep the form control class. We can get rid of the placeholder though. Alright, and then we need a closing select. And of course we need our options. Option. Say category 1. Might as well put a value in here as well. So value equals 1. Copy that and then just add a few more. Okay, so this one will be 2, 3, and 4. And then we'll just want to change the text as well. Okay, so there's our select list. Next we want the page body. Okay, so let's replace this page title label and put in page body. And this isn't going to be an input tag. This is going to be a text area. Okay, make sure you keep the same class though. We can have a placeholder as well. So we'll say enter page body. And then a text area, we actually have to have a closing tag. I believe we have to have it. Okay, so that's that. And then we have our button. That should be good. So let's save it and take a quick look. Okay, so we have our form, select list, breadcrumb, heading, so everything looks good. Alright, so now we want to do the same thing for categories and users. So I'm going to copy everything that we have in page.html and let's go ahead and open up category HTML and we'll just paste that in. And then up top we'll change this page to category and then down we're going to change page title to category name. Oop. And then obviously we don't use the category field. And basically we're just going to have a category name and let's do let's give it an image, okay? So you can give the category its own image. So main image. Okay, and then what we need here is a file input. So input input type is file. And I think that's really all we need. Let's put in a max size, let the user know that their file has to be under a certain size. So we'll do p paragraph with a class of help block. Alright, and then we'll just say max size is 4 gigabytes. Alright, so let's see how that looks. Go to categories, click on a category. So the file size, this thing looks good. We need to change the heading and breadcrumb. So let's change this to add category. And then up here we have our, is this the breadcrumb? No. Right here. So we'll change this to categories, change this to categories. And change this to category. Alright. Alright, so that looks good. Capitalize that. So now we can go to users. User. Open that up. And I'm just going to copy everything from category. Paste that in and just change this. Add user. This is fine. That's good. Okay, we'll change the heading to add user. Now the reason that I'm having, if we go to the list of categories and we click, I'm having it go to the add category page because in a real application, all this would be is this same thing, except it would be filled in. You'd have the category name already there, so you could edit it and save it. Alright, so there's no point. It's kind of redundant to create a whole nother page just for this to say edit and for a name to be in here. Alright, so that's why I'm doing this. Alright, so let's see. This is going to be users. And then this will be user. And we have, say, name. And then I'm just going to copy this. Okay, so we'll have name, we'll have email. And let's say bio. And this will be a text area. Okay, and then the main image, I'm going to just change that to say avatar. And that should do it. Oh, and I put 4 gigabytes here. This should be 4 megabytes. Gigabytes is a little unrealistic. Okay, so let's check that out. So we'll go to users, click on new. Actually, we should make these buttons go to user HTML. Wait, what are we doing here? Alright, so it looks like our users here are actually linked to the page.html, so we need to change that. So let's go ahead and open users. And we just want to go down to the links. Let's see, which is right here. So let's change this. This. Okay, so users. There we go. Alright, so that looks good. Actually, we want to change this active. We want to change that to users. So we just want to go up to the nav bar and let's cut off this class active. Actually, user. Actually, we don't need anything highlighted up here in the user HTML, so let's just remove that. It just looks a little weird that pages is selected, so let's just get rid of it. Same thing with category and page. We don't have those links in the menu, so we might as well get rid of this. Alright. So that is pretty much it. Alright. If you'd like to keep going, maybe you could add the profile page. Maybe add some functionality to it using something like PHP or Ruby on Rails. But that's it for the front end, for the interface of this CMS template. Hope you enjoyed the project, and I will see you in the next one.